Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Bridge, and the international break is still on. No pain for Chelsea, but we still have some Chelsea transfer news to give you. So we're talking about the Sancho exit fee is revealed, and could 8 players be leaving Chelsea to fund some future investment? Let's get into it. So let's start off with the Jadon Sancho news. So a lot of talk has been banding around that Chelsea have got an exit fee in case because we know that we had an obligation to buy Sancho for £25 million at the end of his loan. So if it didn't work out, then Chelsea can then pay a penalty to send him back to Manchester United. Today, David Ormstein has revealed what that penalty is going to be, and it's just £5 million, so it's not that much. So my question to you guys is, do you think Sanchez has done enough to stay at Chelsea, or do you think we should send him back for £5 million? I personally think he's done okay, but he hasn't done enough. So would I keep him? But the other thing is, someone may be willing to buy him for 30 million, 35 million. So can we get him and flip him at a profit if he does okay for us? Don't know, but yeah, interesting one. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. So let's move on to the other story. So a lot of reports over the past few days have been saying that Chelsea are willing to sell up to 8 players, if not more, to fund 3 stellar signings this year for the June. They want to get all their transfers out of the way before June. And the reason why June's important is because we play in the Club World Cup, and apparently there may be a dispensation where, because of the Club World Cup, teams can register the players early so they're eligible to play in the Club World Cup. So we're looking to offload some players so that we can bring in new players in time for that. But can I see that happening realistically? Look how long it took to try and flog players last season, and in the end we didn't even. Did we sell anyone? I don't think we sold anyone. We just had to loan out a few players. So good luck with that. I don't trust these sporting directors to do anything at the moment. And the 3 positions that we want is we want an attacker. So it's out of 4 names. Apparently the 4 names banded about are Sesko, Gyökeres, Osimhen and Liam Delap. So out of those 4, which one do you want? I think personally we're going to end up with Liam Delap. I don't really want Liam Delap. He's okay, but he's still another potential rather than a finished article. We've got a lot of potential at our club. I prefer a finished article, so give me a finished article any day. So for me, Sesko and Delap are my 3 and 4. It's either Gyökeres, one of the 2 victors for me, Gyökeres or Osimhen. Again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. We are after a defender. Again, Højsson from Bournemouth, brilliant player. But again, another one where it's potential over a finished article. He can become the next big thing, but he's still young, and in the young side, is it what we require? And then also they want a right-footed winger, and names like Williams has come up, and Leal and people like that. Williams I like, but Leal I think is a bit lazy off the ball. But anyway, on to the ones that we are looking to sell to fund these 3 key positions. And first one up is Kepa. Kepa, I think he's into the final year of a 7-year contract. So we were doing these long contracts. Everyone thought it was a relatively new thing when Todd Bowley came in offering these 7-8 year contracts. But Marina Graniskova, she did one with Kepa on a 7-year deal way before Todd Bowley was doing these big deals, and I think he's, if I'm not wrong, he's probably coming up to his last year at Chelsea. He's been on loan at Bournemouth, so we've had a fee from Bournemouth, a loan fee, and we probably won't be getting more than 5 million for him due to the length of his contract. But we will probably break even because of atomization, and so I think he'll already be paid for. So it will look like it'll be profits on the book, albeit not a great amount of profit. Badiashile, 25 million is probably what we're looking to get for him. He's been injured a lot. Our team's gonna be willing to take a risk on someone like him. He's a promising player. He's got potential to get better, but again, he hasn't fulfilled his potential in the Premier League. Maybe another league, playing in a different league, may get the best out of him. If he's going to somewhere like Italy, we ain't getting more than 18 to 20 million, I don't think, because they always plead poverty and take us for a ride. So we're going to be taking a hit on Badiashile. The Sassi, I think his stakes have risen after an impressive loan spell at Aston Villa, so Aston Villa may be willing to turn that into a permanent deal. Chelsea will probably try and look to squeeze 30 million out of Aston Villa for him. We bought him for 38 million, I think it was, pounds, and with atomization and so we've probably come in at a profit on him. But not a great profit, but a profit all the more. And then Chilwell, 5 million is probably the problem is, how are we going to shift Chilwell? Because we couldn't shift him in the last window because due to his high wages at Chelsea, no one was willing to match his wages. The only way that we can probably sell him is if we sell him at a cheaper price, and he decides to reduce his wages, or because of if a club's buying him cheaper, then they may be willing to take on his wages as well. So I'm not expecting more than £5 to £6 million for Chilwell. That's even if we get him off the book. So it may even be another loan deal if he digs his heels in. And why shouldn't he? Because if he wants to stay and do a Winston Bogart and pick up the money, then we can't do anything about it. Vega, he's having an excellent spell in Italy at the moment with Juventus, and he said he didn't want to be sold, he wanted to be loaned. But if the club are looking to make more money and they're looking to buy another centre back in the position that he wants to play in, then I think he may stay. Again, it's the Italian money. Someone's saying 30 million. We bought him for 18. Even if we can get that back, or was it 13 million we paid for him? I can't remember now. But if we get 20 million, at least that's someone that we're going to be making a profit on. But are we going to price ourselves out of a deal for him? 20 to 25 is the most I'll expect us to get for him. Dewsbury Hall, I don't know why we bought this guy, 34 million, doing Leicester a favour to get us Maresca, maybe, I don't know. But he hasn't played a lot. His stocks are down. 20 million is the most we can get for him. West Ham were after him. They've got a new manager now. Would they change priorities? Everton may look at him. I don't know. 20 million, 20 to 25 is the maximum I expect to get from him. So again, we're going to be taking a loss on this guy. So sporting directors not doing well at the moment, are they? Chukwuemeka, he's obviously at the moment on loan to Dortmund. There's talk that Dortmund are not going to take up the option to buy. So he looks like he's going to be heading back to Stamford Bridge. But they did the same thing with Maatsen, actually. They said they weren't going to take the option. So it could be a negotiation ploy by Dortmund, who are looking to negotiate at a lower fee. We bought him for 20 million. I think he's on 100,000 a week. So it's quite big wages. We'll be lucky enough to break even or make £5 million profit on him. Very good player. Again, injuries have prevented him from moving up that level in his career. So I'm looking at 25 million tops. If we get more than that, then the director of football has done a good job. But again, can't see it. Felix, that's the embarrassing one. We bought him just last season for 45. Loaned him to AC Milan because he wasn't getting the game time, and now apparently we're going to be bringing him back and maybe integrating him back into the team. Why? Because there's no takers for him. Nobody wants him, so we're stuck with a player that Maresco doesn't really rate, or if we can get a suitor for him, then we'll see. But I don't know where that suitor is going to come from at the moment. And then we've got Nkunku, and that's where the club is kind of, if we didn't price him out of a move to Bayern Munich, why, we wanted about 60 million or something ridiculous for him. We ain't going to get that amount for him, and we could have sold him maybe for 40, 45. Now, because the way that he's playing, his stocks, as I said, gone right down now, and I can't see us getting more than 35 to 40 for him if we're lucky. So that's another one we're going to be taking a hit on financially, because we bought him for 55, was it, a couple of seasons ago. Even with atomisation, are we even going to break even on this player? Sterling, yeah, Arsenal don't want him again. They're sending him back. He hasn't done well at Arsenal. I think, did I hear that an Italian club, was it an Italian club that I heard may want him? The best we can do is see if we, and it all depends on Sterling. Can we get and Felix, actually, can we get some of those Saudi clubs interested in them? That's the only way that we're going to get our money back from them, if we can get some Saudi clubs to try and take a punt on them. So we may get a bit more than what we'll get if we try to sell them in the Italian or German market. So only time will tell. So I'll just keep my fingers crossed that A Saudi club will come in for them, and B, they'll be willing to go to Saudi to finish their playing days. I know Felix is quite young, but as I said, the amount of clubs that are willing to take him are running out now, so his options are limited. And Dacho Fofana, again, like I said, Swiss sterling, 10 million at the most, 10, 15. I said, unless it's a Saudi club. Dacho Fofana, we bought him for 10. Are we going to get 10 back for him? Guy's been injured at a couple of loan spells that he's had at other clubs. Is someone going to be willing to take a punt on him? Again, it's going to be a hit. Broha will be something which is pure profit, because obviously he came out from our youth system. Again, he's been blighted with injuries. It may be another Callum Hudson-Odoi situation where we sell him for 5 or 6 million. He may come good at his other club if he stays fit, and then the Chelsea fans will start moaning about why we got rid of him in the first place. But that's football. So those are the players. I think I mentioned about 10 players there. So any of those, and as I said before, good luck in selling all 8 of those to fund the strikers, because I said you didn't do a good job in the January window trying to get rid of any. So I don't think you succeeded in getting rid of anyone on a permanent. So we'll see. And clubs don't want to do business before June, July. They like to wait until later on to see what's going on. So if for us to try and get rid of these players before the end of June, then I think we're living in cloud cuckoo land. But you never know. You never know. They may surprise me. So, guys, what do you think? Out of all those players I've mentioned, is there any that you want to keep? Or are you happy for all of them to go? Do you think we'll be able to recoup good money on any of these players? And if so, which ones? Again, stick your comments in the section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So, take care. Bye-bye.